Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be ranking each season of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is one of my favorite shows of all time. I've been watching it weekly since it came out way back when, but I kind of stopped in season 7. Season 7 is where it kind of jumped off for me, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Now, this will only include the main series since the main series is done. Don't ask me to do any of the spin-offs. I never liked them. I'll probably do the character rankings. Oh, I got some ideas. Okay, whatever. Let's get back to the rankings. I'm only doing the main series, season 11. From season 1 to 11. That's it. Feel free to leave your thoughts and rankings in the comments. With that being said, let's begin. Coming in at the bottom of the barrel, we have season 11. And oh boy, season 11. Watching this weekly was a pain in the ass. I did not like this at all. Season 11 was just dreadful, and there was a lot happening on screen, but by the 5th episode, I didn't give a shit. I literally didn't care. I just wanted it all to end, especially the Reaper arc that took up like 16 episodes. I didn't even care about it. I just wanted it to end. It was so boring. There were only a few saving graces, but even that wasn't enough to save the season. And if I gotta be honest, Lance Hornsby was really the best thing to come out this season. Hear me out. He was an underrated villain that had a lot of potential, and we never got to see his full potential because they fucking killed him off before he could have done more, which was what I thought was stupid. And that's really when I gave up on the season, so it's whatever. He also had a cool ass theme song, which I'm using in the background of this video. Now, on to 10th place. In 10th place, we have season 8. Honestly, season 8 and 7, they're both practically the same for me. So, obviously after this, season 7 is gonna come, but like, I hated this season too. Season 8 is terrible. It was mostly boring. Them killing Carl off was the worst decision they could have done. Added with the fact that the whole all-out war concept was really wasted. Yeah, this season is definitely the worst. One of the worst. And those season 7, this is where I began to stop watching it weekly. Honestly, it was just really it was really slow, and I just didn't care about the season anymore. Honestly, the first episode is probably the best episode, but like shit, they killed Glenn and Abraham. That, like, the way they did it was like well done, but like shit, I don't blame people for I don't blame people for stopping to watch the show, because that was crazy. And each episode after the first episode, they only focused on like one person per episode. It was going at a snail's pace, which honestly that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching. I stopped watching some episodes because I would see what it was about, and like, you can skip some episodes because they're only focused on one set of people, and it's boring. And it really doesn't help that the writing is just as bad as season 8, so fuck. Negan was unfortunately the best character, and it's really weird because back in season 7, Negan was a fucking a psychopath. Comparing him to newer seasons, he has changed. Anyways, on to the next one. And now season 10. Honestly, I don't remember much about the season, but I do know that I didn't have any issues with it, until the final few episodes. The final few episodes is where I had issues, but overall the season was not that terrible. It was just fine. There was a lot of good moments, like Negan killing Alpha finally, and Daryl and Negan, working together when they had to. But yeah, it was just overall fine. And Negan again was the best character, and he changed for the better. He was more of a good guy now. And yeah, the final episodes, or the final like Whisper War, were kind of anticlimactic, but for the most part, it was fine. Next up is season 7, and I know you guys are gonna be like, "What? Why would you put season 6 and 7?" And honestly, hear me out. This season was not bad. I actually liked it, but I placed it here because I really preferred the other seasons more. And honestly, this is kind of the season where you can start to see the problems for the future of The Walking Dead. But it's whatever. I really enjoyed this season. Like, one of my favorite seasons. But like, yeah, it is what it is. Now, in 6th place, we have season 9. This is why season 6 was in 7th place, because I really preferred season 9 more than season 6. Like those first 5 episodes, especially Rick's final episode, was well done. And the whole horror aspect with the whispers and the Pike scene, like, oh, it was well done. It was well done. The whispers were added in at the right time after Rick left. They were added at the right time to spice things up and get people intrigued for the future of the season. Now we enter the top 5. Honestly, if The Walking Dead just had these 5 seasons, I would die happy, because this show would have been a masterpiece. But no, they continued it, but it's whatever. I play season 3 here because even though it was really good, I preferred the other seasons more. I know that's a dumb excuse, but like, really, that's all it is. And this season was really good. The governor, his appearance was awesome. The first opening episodes were really intense. Rick going crazy, the governor attacking when Rick was off the shits. Like, ooh, everything about this season was so good. Merle was the best character this season. I don't care what anybody says. He had an amazing development, and his death was really sad. Andrea, obviously the worst character this season. That dumb. Now in 4th place we have season 5. Now I know what you guys are gonna say. Why would you put season 5 here? And honestly, I placed it here because it had so many unnecessary stuff, like the guys with the doctor people, and fucking Beth's death, and Tyrese's useless death too. Like, that was dumb. But like, overall, I like the part with the Terminus crew, like, and Savage Rick, Aaron, them arriving at Alexandria. Oh, season was pretty good. And really, I feel like they could have ended the show here in season 5, honestly. Now, on to the next one. And now we have season 1 in 3rd place, and it deserves its place here. It was very iconic. There were so many good moments even for such a short time. This season was very, very good. It followed the comics very closely, and it would add upon, which is what made it really good. The first episode was amazing. Like, even talking about this, I get nostalgia. It was really good. This season definitely deserves to be in top 5. On to the next. In 2nd place we have season 2. Now honestly, I don't get the hate for the season. I don't get it. Like, sure, they stayed at the farm for like the majority of the season, but who cares? The story was very well written. There was so many conflicting stories with, like, especially with like Shane and Rick, and Shane going crazy. Like, it was really well done. I didn't mention this when I was talking about season 1, but like, the acting was amazing, especially Dale, Shane's actor, John Bernthal. It was all very well. Even with Rick's, it was just so good. Now finally, for the best season is season 4. Honestly, this is the most consistent season in my opinion. Almost every episode was fantastic. Both the first and second half had amazing episodes, and every time I would focus on a set of characters, it would be amazing. I loved everything about the season. And the governor was one of the best villains. I think I'd say he's the best villain in the entire show, in my opinion. Like, his story arc, his 2 episodes were really enjoyable, and I don't think he overstayed his welcome. I think he lasted just enough to destroy the prison and all of that. And I like the part where after the prison attack, everybody had to split up. Everybody decided to reunite at Terminus, even though Terminus didn't end up being the safety place they thought it would be. But it added for future impacts on the characters. Like, they would be more feral. There would be a lot of more trust issues they'd had. So yeah, this season, definitely the best in my opinion. Now, with that being my ranking, I'd like to see your guys' rankings in the comments. Please, no arguments. Just you're free to leave your thoughts. I will not judge. No matter if your opinion is outrageous, it don't matter. You're free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Nobody will judge. I can promise you that.